quite often. And Stone has just got one to go. This went a long way up, but it was very comfortable in the end by Ross Whiteley, much to the delight of his Braves teammates. One more for Ollie Stone. Went for the Yorker, wasn't bad, but it's been threaded through the offside. It'll go for 4. So it just ruins the figure somewhat. Not bad. In terms of a dozen off, and it's 105 for 2 here. We've had 7 overs, saying 105 for 2 on the scoreboard. This has been lofted and gone. So suddenly the Warriors have lost their mojo.
Well, they've lost Sherfin Rutherford as well. Dooley with the catch, comfortably taken, but you expect this from the batters. You've got to go for it. I mean, you've got 7 wickets in the heart. You've got to try and get your team to about 140. Rutherford goes for 4, 104 for 3.
Adam Lyth, well, in terms of he holds the key because he is 30 from 14. Got a new man in, which is Adam Hose. Can strike a long ball. Here's the skipper, Raza. Lyth, say there from the outset with Usman Khan. Usman Khan smoked 65 from 24, outstanding performance. And now we've got Adam Hose coming in at number 5. He too, only a handful of matches in this format here in Abu Dhabi. But Lyth is on strike now, really does hold the key. 30 from 14, 2 and 2.
Yeah, I just want to go back to a point that you're making off air, Danny, but how sometimes in that floating power play, as a batting unit, you can lose your shape a little bit. And that's what's happened over here. Just sort of lost their way a little bit. Look, they're still in an excellent position. If you're 107 for 3 after 7.3, you know you're doing a good job. But just that floating power play, when you sort of lose a couple of wickets and suddenly you feel like, okay, listen, this could have been 145, 150. And as a bowling unit now, you think, if I can restrict them to 125, we're in with a shout. It'll be tough, will be hard, but we're not completely out of it. Ooh, excellent delivery.
Yeah, and tough now for Hose, but this is what it's about. We've only got 60 deliveries. He's come in and he's only really got a handful to go. And he's up against Sekinder Raza, who's a heck of a off-spinner and challenging, to say the least, when he has got ball in hand in white ball cricket. And the conditions, I think they're suiting him. They're a little bit drier here, but it is a night game. Appreciate that. But again, he's so good at sparing in Yorkers. That's what he's trying to do there. And then subtle drifters and changes of pace and gets a little grip, just enough at times. Up against the left-handed Lyth now. More leg buys. Can't get any bat on things of late. And he knows it. He's frustrated. 8 done. 109 for 3. For 3 after 8. So they're going at 13.6 here, the Warriors. So a wonderful start, courtesy of Usman Khan. And now we've got a bit of Adam Lyth, who's 34 from 17. Back to big Carlos Brathwaite. Beautifully bowled. He's come around the wicket to change the angle. He's gone very full, and Lyth can't get any bat on it still.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Carlos. And you could see what Adam Lyth was trying to do. He's just trying to squeeze that through the offside. He just got the angles of his bat wrong, though, didn't he? Like, really... Yeah, that's what he's trying to do early on. This time he gets it spot on, picks up a boundary.
Yeah, King Carlos just missed his length there. A fraction too full, and has allowed Lyth to get underneath the ball. Very low full toss. Beautifully played, kept nice and still and got low. He's built close to the ground as Adam Lyth. Very still head. Almost went for 6. Real slower one. Not a bad result in the end for the Brave from Brathwaite. So he's, what's he gone? He's gone for 18 and 1.3, Carlos. And he's looking just to try and finish things off here, because they're in a good position here, the Warriors. 115 for 3, and we've still got an over and a half to go.
Yeah, excellent position. Well, they'll be thinking, listen, 130 at the minimum. The field and the deep, so should be just a single. We heard from Hose a little while earlier, just before he went out to bat. And he was saying that he was hoping that his team get to about 140, 140 plus.
Six off so far. A couple to go. Brathwaite up against Adam Lyth. Ooh, he went to duck for a minute and got a little glove on it. And he curses himself here, Adam Lyth, but they do rotate the strike, so this is important. Can this one now go for 4 or 6 to get it up into double figures of an over? Bangs it in. Yeah, look, he was just trying to maybe duck and then swivel. Rossington, no chance to get anywhere near that. So he's into the 40s now, is Adam Lyth. 3 4s, 2 6s, striking at 190. Be a nice little outing this evening as the Warriors opening batter. Jose! Has he got enough? You betcha! Oh, cameraman and the like, duck for cover. It's 6 to make it 13 off the 9th, and the Warriors are 1, 2, 3 for 3 here. Blythe, say 40 from 21. Sterling, job so far. Adam Hose, he's just out there, but he's got one out of the screws, and it's gone for 6. Time for Sam Cook with the final over the innings. Bowls a goodie. Thinking about hustling for 2, not really on. But Hose, it's a long extension, tall fellow. Yeah, got a good chunk of it, but it's the end of it I want to see. Watch it come near the photographers and cameramen alike, and duck, chaps. Good on you, Ian. Need a helmet down there, Chief. Yeah, you got to keep your wits about you. If you're coming along to watch the game or work on it, keep your eye on the ball. Yeah, sliced and scythed away for 1. And it's back to you, Adam Lythe.
Yeah, 9 short of what would be second half century in this tournament. And if he gets there, he'll be joining Nicholas Pooran. A couple of boundaries would do nicely now. Just a single. It's been a high quality over so far. 3 singles of the first 3 deliveries. And you've got to say, Warriors 126 for 3. It's one of those sort of totals where obviously Warriors will be extremely happy with where they are. But the Braves will be thinking, listen, this could have been 145. We've done really well to sort of hold it back, get it back, rein them in. Just giving ourselves half a chance. Misfield. Carlos doing well. Will probably save a single for his side with that slide.
Yeah, just the placement there. She's got to stop those. And those long strides of Brathwaite got there. They're worried about Carlos's long legs at the point of tapping it back. They're just having a little check upstairs. This is Buddy Pranam. So, umpire Pranam. I think he's all right. He's okay. He's definitely released it. There's Big Ricky Brathwaite. Sammy Cook, 2 to go in the 10th. Fatted. Just enough here from Adam Lythe, and he goes to 48 with 1 delivery and a chance to get 50.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The way he danced down the track, made room for himself. A full swing of the bat. He converted that into a low full toss. Here we go, last delivery. Oh, he smashed that. Has he got enough? Yes, he has. Half century for Adam Lythe. Second half century of the edition of this tournament for him. Outstanding innings.
Yeah, well played, Adam Lythe. Yeah, his highest in terms of the team for the Warriors as well. They do get to 140. We're talking about that for the Warriors. you're on about this, Rowan Gavaskar, because, yeah, it could have been up around that 145, as you were saying. Wasn't far away in the end, because Lythe has cut loose, as has Hose. Hose did a job, 13 from 7 with a sixer. But Lythe, just at the end there, with a couple of good maximums, has allowed the Warriors to breach the 140. They get to 141 for 3, and they turn it back.
Your highest innings, highest score of this year's tournament, 141. And it's been an outstanding performance from the Warriors. Let's not forget that they started off this tournament really badly, lost 3 on the bounce. So they've done well. Usman really set the ball rolling, 65 of 24. High quality, as was Adam Lythe, who got to his second half century of this year's tournament, 54 of 25. Hose did well towards the end, a little cameo. Nice little cameo, 13 of 7. It's a batting effort that the team management will be really happy with.
Yeah, spot on, Ro. I think they will be delighted, will the support staff. So 5 extras in the 10 overs to allow the Warriors to get up to 141. In reply, the bowlers, only a couple of successful ones. James Fuller, 2 for 12 with 4 dots. And the captain, Sikandar 1 for 22 with 4 dots. And then look at that. Dooley, 1 over, went for 18. Brathwaite, he went for 13s. Yeah, we'll see you on the other side very shortly for some more action.
Well, if you're just joining us, the Northern Warriors amassed a huge 141, and some of that was thanks to Adam Lythe. Is he good enough to join me? 54 of 25 for you today. What worked for you out there today?
Just back my skill, really. Usman got us off to a fantastic start, and I just got him on strike early doors, and then when he got out, I just tried to take the innings on, and thankfully it worked, and hopefully we can put a good show on here and take some early wickets, because they've got some very, very good batsmen, so hopefully we can restrict them.
It was unbelievable from hitting from you again today. You've been great in all your earnings so far in the Abu Dhabi T10. What are you enjoying so much about this cricket's fastest format?
Oh, it's fantastic. The pitch is obviously very, very good, and it's just great fun, so yeah, it's great to be a part of.
Well, let's talk about the conditions out there today. You made it look easy, but is it playing as true as it seems?
I had a chat with Mo before the game started, and he said it's probably the best wicket that he's played on. And yeah, I'd probably agree, it's probably the best wicket that I think we've played on. So we've got some hard work to do here with the ball, but hopefully we can take some early wickets and restrict them.
Hard work for sure, but that kind of scoreboard pressure has to make you feel pretty confident about this run chase.
Yeah, look, it's going to be pretty tough, but they've got some great batsmen, so yeah, I guess we'll wait and see.
Well, you're fantastic today. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Warriors have mustered 141 for 3, by and large, thanks to Usman Khan and Adam Lyth as opening partner. 65 off 24, and then 54 not out of 25 deliveries. Quite useful indeed, and they were the two mainstays. And the bowlers, well, hard work for the bowlers. Dooley, in terms of, his one over disappeared for 18. Look at that, everyone else gone for double figures in their analysis. Raza 1 for 22 with 4 dots, and James Fuller 2 for 12, and the one over was the pick of them really, and Brathwaite none for 26 in his 2. Highlights, Nick Compton alongside, some very good striking early on.
Sure was, Danny. Usman was in destructive mode, we could say. Thrust up the order, and this is exactly what was expected of him. The captain would be absolutely delighted with the start. It just shows the importance of someone who can really take the game by the scruff of the neck in those first few overs. Adam Lyth did pretty well, has to be said. He is a small, diminutive sort of guy, but hits it a long way too, times it very well. Used the crease very well. Thought that was a mark of Usman's innings. Look how he moves his feet to get into position, and when he does, sets himself and hits it a long way. It's the end of Uzi's great innings, wasn't it? A very, very good one. 65 from 24. Rothman, the power pal, the skipper, the hero yesterday, not today. And Sherfane Rutherford hit a couple of goodies, but was caught out in the boundary. So nothing from the West Indian duo tonight, but they weren't needed, because Adam Lyth took over where Usman left off, and he was absolutely outstanding. Good to see Adam Hose get a hit out. And that was the finish. A brilliant, brilliant finish for the Warriors. 142, that's it. They need 142 from 60. It's the highest score of the season. Season 6 of this T10. Outstanding innings, taking over from the Gladiators, the Deccan Gladiators, who were 140 just the other evening.
Those in blue have to come out and track down 142 and 60 deliveries. That asking rate from the outset is just over 14, so challenging to say the least. Adam Rossington, his strike rate, he's really only just started having a crack at this fast format. Let's see if he can get going. He'll need to inside the power play, and Dawid Malan really needs to get that strike rate up a bit if he's going to bat in the top 3. So he could have a night to remember if he can get going, get set here. Nicholas.
Yeah, I'd love to see David really take it on from ball one. This type of guy that likes to nudge and nerd a little bit of it. A little bit. He is a fluent player, but he's up against big Mohammad Irfan, the tall man, who will look to get a little bit of swing into the right-hander. We've seen Sheldon Cottrell. We've seen a lot of very exciting left-arm bowlers. They do find a point of difference, don't they? Make it different with the angle, and of course they the swing that they get with this new ball. So it is the power play. We've got 2 men out.
Mohammad Irfan, and he's been chipped, or just enough. Just thinking I've got a chance here at mid-on was Mohammad Irfan, but no, just enough on it to creep over the top, and runs for the Braves straight away.
Yeah, well, the good thing about a big total is you don't really have a choice, do you? Someone like Adam Rossington might just release the shackles Just go for it. Go for it for first ball and take him on. Mid on, mid off, up.
Width on offer. Sliced away and we'll get there. Yeah, just too quick in the end to be stopped. So here's the first boundary for the Braves.
Yeah, width on offer. Not much more to say about that, I think, for any player playing in this tournament. A bit of bat on that suffices. So, yes, Rossington's underway. He's on 6. 2 balls gone. This is the way they've got to go, the Braves. They've been a bit up and down on the competition. Runs haven't come easily. So, hopefully they can keep going. And he does keep going. Has he got it over? I think he has. Just holds up, so they'll come back for 2.
Well, you touched on having a big total. You've got no choice. You've got to go from the outset, and you need a bit of luck. And they've had a couple that just gone over the top of mid-on, and they've got things happening. Three gone, 2 for 2, and a bit of fresh air. Change of pace. Little cutter here from the big fella. Lovely. Pace off. Good trick. Leg by.
Don't ever feel this partnership's going to work. Adam Rossington's got to play the mainstay of this partnership, particularly in the first 3 overs. I've known the way Milan plays. He does like to get himself in, so he'll spend a few balls just assessing conditions. If he gets a bad ball, of course he'll put it away for 4, but he's not the type of guy who's going to go boom from the outset.
You don't mind that. Guys can have a couple of deliveries to look. He decides to go against the trend and thinks he's on the first tee box just up the road.
A little right smile from David. He's got to go some. It's 15 runs required off the over. Just think maybe if it go over extra, that's your spot. That's what you love. Missed it by an absolute country mile. Needs to get on the old golf range, doesn't he? What you doing with your mornings, David?
Yeah, get out of bed, DM. Bold. Yeah, it's going to have a little sighter, get a single. So 10 off the first one without loss. Six balled, and it's 10 without loss. And now we've got Mitten. Having a new Mitten with a handful of matches, so he's in his 11th. He gets a little bit of shape. Again, another guy that's deceptively quick at times when he gets his rhythm right, and his presentation at the crease is good. It's up against the left-handed David Milan. Very wide on the crease, and that'll be 4. Too much width.
Yeah, favourite spot for DM. Anything wide, anything over that extra cover region. He's so strong. Watch those hands just flow through the line of the ball. He's done this for an absolute living, as David Milan. He crashes it through the offside, and plenty of runs on offer for him there.
Well, it's going to reel back a bit of the history into seeing David Milan at the Bangladesh Premier League. I reckon it was about 2013 or around 2015 So around there, he came very early on in his career, and a lot of guys did that either in their twilight of their careers or they came early. And I'm thinking of, we used to call him Colonel Mustard. Phil Mustard came, and he was another guy that came out. I think of even Nobby, old Niall O'Brien. With Kevin O'Brien, they liked coming out to Bangladesh there and getting experience and playing on the circuit early days of T20. Now we're here with the superb T10 format. Bold.
Yeah, I have to give it to David Milan. He's done it the hard way. There's no doubt about that. He's put himself out there. He's made a lot of runs around the world, and he's done it consistently, particularly over the last 5 years, earning an England call-up, playing in all formats, Test cricket, one-day cricket. He's been a very consistent batter and done it the hard way. There's no doubt about that.
Another one of those chaps who's played for England but born in South Africa. Absolute droves, haven't you? Hey? You don't have to answer that, Mr. Compton.
Trying to think of a funny retort. I was a bit stumped there, to be honest with you. I think there was always a joke. Where does South Africa, where did England stay when they play against South Africa? At home.
Gold. Well, he's gone full and missed his length. It's a full toss, and Rovman will not win that one. So here's another boundary. So they're 2 in the over, and they need a few of these early on inside the power play.
Yeah, well, David Milan and Adam Rossington will know each other well. Play at Middlesex together for a number of years. It's meat and drink for a player of David's class. Nice low full toss. Just got enough bat on it to get momentum down the ground. He'll get 4 for that, and, well, he'll want to kick on now. 10 off the over. Can they finish strong? Can they make this a big one?
He's striking at 200. Rossington's got 9 from 5, so it's a okay start. Dearly love these two to disappear. Could you get another 10? Could you get a 6 and a 4 here? It's really what the Braves need, is to sort of ignite a little bit more. Bold. Off-pace delivery, and it never arrived for Milan to smoke over mid-wicket.
Yeah, you can see what he's trying to do. Mid-on's up. So he knows that anything that's in the length area, he's going to try and heave it over to the leg side. Anything fuller, I have a feeling he's going to play his favourite shot, that cover drive. So there's a plan here. Rovman piles up to the task. He's just dropped back mid-wicket, knowing that this is the last ball. And he knows David's sighting that area. Opportunity now to go over mid-off. Pressure on the bowler.
Yep. Straight mid-wicket on the fence and a deep backward square with the 2 men out. And he's hoisted it in the air, but clean enough. Little chip shot. We'll get a couple. So there's a dozen off the second, and it's 22 for none.
$11 runs the difference after 2 overs. A big total is needed. 141 for 3, chasing them down. So they're going to have to go some. David Milan, Adam Rossington, the 2 men tasked with that in the first few overs for the Braves. New bowler is Siru Udana. 10 wickets in his T20 career. Economy a little bit high.
You'd like to get that down a little. Yeah, Rossington would have felt he needed to get some wood on this. He hasn't. And it's over to you, David Milan. Yeah, the asking rate's amazing. It just creeps up so quickly. It's now, well, let's call it 15.2. Little tweak in the field now that the left-handed Dawid Malan is on strike. Power play done, so Powell, he's gone back to long off. There's a long off, long on. Mid-wicket's going to go a little squarer. Pace off the ball sometimes. You've got a deep backward square as well. This is what he bowls. Oh, there's a little shape. It's gone with a little bit of outswing. It's almost like a bit of a bluff. He's fed it up there, inviting the stroke, but there's a bit of swing.
I don't mind that shot. You've got third man and point up, so even a thick edge or something goes over those guys, he's going to get 4. He's got a nice action. Bounds in, gathered himself, not tall. Neat little left arm action. Just enough swing there to entice Milan into his customary drive over extra cover.
That's the look away drive to mid-off. I think he was thinking of hoisting it to the onside. Just have a look at his head here. He's cue into it. Chalk it up, Dawid. What a beauty. Going to have to reload.
Yeah, when you get to the technical points of batting up at the top, there's obviously a real skill to going big, and one of those is to try and hit the ball too hard. You see players obviously using power, using strength, but to wait for the ball. Just going after it a little bit much here. They've got 3 men on the leg side.
Hello, hello. Oh, is it taken? Now, Rodman Powell, has he done himself a mischief? I don't think he's very good here. Is he okay? Or is he just delighted he's taken it? Has he landed quite heavily? Physio's come out to see him. Might have just winded himself. I think he's okay. Catch is taken. Let's just have a look what went down. Back of the hand, slower ball. And it was there. It was very inviting. And Rossington, understandably, wanted to help himself to 6. Palms it there. A little slip there. And how does he land? Oh, he's all right. Maybe on the hip a little heavily, but nothing much. It's Bob-I Rossington for 9. And the Braves lose their first one at 25.